Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be giving you a review on Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So if you guys haven't watched this movie, please watch this movie for watching this video because there's heavy spoilers ahead. So if you guys don't want me to spoil the plot, don't watch this video. Go watch the movie first, then you can come back to this video if you guys want to. Anyway, go on to enjoy this video, do all the YouTuber things, and let's get started. The movie starts off with Shuri racing to save T'Challa from an unknown illness that he hid for quite a while apparently. So yeah, she's racing to create some artificial heart, but had like some 20% chance of success. But before she could, test it out, T'Challa already passed. So yeah. Then after that, the rest of the intro was pretty depressing. His funeral. Then, yeah, it's just his funeral, and them being sad, and probably like half the theater whether is going crying. I almost teared up, by the way. I don't I don't tear up like that easily in movies, so that's a good feat. Very difficult one. Then only after that did the Marvel intro come in. It's just silent, dead silent, as a tribute to Chadwick Boseman. Then afterwards, I think there was like a 1 year time skip or something after that, where there's a tradition where the clothes used for I think the mourning period for after T'Challa's death, like she already had to burn them, but she refused to do so. Obviously I'm missing a few plot points, so apologize if I do miss a few plot points. So things like alongside the river, because before that she was just walking on a bunch of stuff, like because she just really sad that she's been gifted with this amount of genius but still didn't manage to save T'Challa, so she constantly kept working on new inventions. Yeah, so Queen Ramonda, which is her mother, yeah, she called her to go and like chill next to a campfire or something next to a river, and then yeah, this basically where she said to burn the clothes as like tradition or something like that. Then suddenly out of nowhere Namor comes out. Like I feel like I'm missing something, but yeah, Namor comes out like of the river, out of the river, and like just greets them, I guess. Yeah, like just tells them like what they've done and whatnot before just going back, and just gave a shell to Queen Ramonda, like I don't know, to blow it so that I don't know, because like since Namor had gotten through the Wakandan shield without detection, she's really pissed off. So like Namor was like, okay, so if you change your mind, you could just blow the shell. I'll be there or something like that. I don't exactly remember. It's been yeah. I apologize for the delay for the video, by the way. I've been busy these past few days, like with YouTube videos and other stuff. Anyway, afterwards, yeah, actually before that, there's a scene where a bunch of scientists actually discovered vibranium under the ocean, which is actually Namor City, Talokan. So that's why all the people of Talokan came attacking, including Namor. Well, Namor wasn't doing that much, except like a bunch of scientists who were the leaders, I guess. They flew away in a helicopter outside too before Namor flew over and then stabbed the helicopter blade. Yeah, there's also this weird, I forgot what you call it. It's like some sonic something. Basically makes it so I don't know. They just jump into the water. People who are hearing it. Yeah. So basically, a lot of people jumped off, and then they tried escaping but couldn't. Just cause like they saw the vibranium, which was theirs, Namor's. Then after that, like Namor was after the person who created this device to detect vibranium under the ocean, because there was a thing where the lot of the world wanted vibranium because it's strong, you can use it for defense, but then Queen Ramonda didn't want that, due to the dangerous potential, obviously. So that's why they tried detecting it under the ocean. And guess who made the metal detector thingy, or the vibranium detector? It's Riri, aka Ironheart. Yeah, so basically she was hunted down by both Namor and the FBI, the authorities. Why authorities and I'm not sure, but yeah, basically Shuri and Okoi, both of them were assigned to get her and save her before Namor gets her and kills her for like the revealing the vibranium under the ocean. Yeah, they are escaping from the FBI or whoever, the authorities first, before before like Namor and his army turned up. Well, okay, no, not Namor, just his army turned up over there, overturned the car that Okoi and Shuri were escaping. Shuri was in a bike actually. Yeah, and Riri had her first prototype of a sort of Iron Man suit ish. Yeah, but then I I think one of the people of Talokan, I don't know, maybe aimed the spear or something and got the suit down. Yeah, Shuri was knocked out. I think it's due to a water bomb. Yeah, luckily Shuri was okay, but since everything was getting absolutely out of hand, because Okoye was the only one who was conscious, at least at first. Yeah, then Shuri requested, to like get taken to Talokan so she can meet Namor, so that maybe they could talk out the stuff, like so that she can talk Namor out of not killing the scientist and which is Riri. So yeah, so then you can convince Namor, right? So afterwards, like Okoye returned to tell Queen Ramonda the news, but then absolutely shocked and saddened, Queen Ramonda decided that Okoye is no longer the Doro Milaje general. By the way, ignore my pronunciation; it's kind of terrible, but yeah, yeah. When trying to say that she committed her entire life to being in the Doro Milaje, Queen Ramonda was like, like give the speech which you saw in the trailer, which she lost everything apparently because she didn't know if Shuri was still alive or not. Neither the Okoye. Actually, wait, why did Okoye not say that? Now that thinking about it, honestly, not sure. But yeah, so both Shuri and Riri got taken to Talokan so that they can talk with Namor. Okay, just Shuri, but yeah. First, they're exploring, Talokan, and like Namor also told his backstory, like how there's an entire civilization under the ocean and whatnot. Then after that proceeded to show around Talokan, and the reason that he wants to his bigger reason is actually to attack the surface world, because during his backstory apparently the place he was previously at, he returned apparently to bury his mother, who wanted to be buried there because I don't know, they just ate some plant or something which made it so that they collapsed, and then afterwards they needed water to survive, so they immediately went there. But his mother wanted to be buried in the exact place where they came from, which is some Aztec area, some place in ancient America, I guess. Forgot exactly what you call it, but yeah, around there. While then, I think Myanmar saw like colonizers coming, so just burned down the place, and apparently the Nemo is actually it means something like that some guy said what as he was dying, but I'm not exactly sure what it means, but you guys could probably translate it. Yeah, anyway, after that, he explained it's no longer about the scientists and he wanted to get to the edge of the surface world, as I said. So, both Wakanda and Talokan will be teamed up to go up against the surface world so that they can form an alliance and, to make sure that Namor won't attack Wakanda. But, Shuri is obviously like, this is insane, are you kidding? Yeah, so things got a bit hostile, but then, Queen Ramonda was calling Namor to like ask, I guess just confront him, like where the heck is Shuri? Is she still alive and whatnot? Then he did say she's alive and well, and like state a bit more of the plans before just going back. But Queen Ramonda being impatient wanted Shuri immediately back, so she went to visit who was her name? Nakia, yeah, in I think I forgot the place. It's somewhere in America, but like I thought it was Brazil or Mexico, somewhere around there. And because apparently she ran away after the blip which took away T'Challa. So yeah, she just went to that country. So yeah, then Queen Ramonda went to visit her, and together they formed the plan. And apparently Shuri had made a suit that makes it so they could go underwater better. So yeah, then Nakia put on the suit and went hunting after Shuri. And while they're sitting, starting to get a bit comfortable, but like Shuri is a bit confused how to solve this conflict without causing any war or something with Talokan. Nakia came in and then shot one of the soldiers. Shuri tried to heal them, but too bad. Nakia was like, the queen needs you immediately, so just pulled her out there. Same for Riri as well. Yeah, but unfortunately, it was so bad that that person died in Talokan in front of Namor and a bunch of others, and then declared war. And then yeah, Namor first you know killed a bunch of Wakandans by flooding a lot of the place, and still offered Shuri like, if we don't want any like further conflict, make an alliance with Talokan, so we won't bring you any further harm. But during this process, Queen Ramonda died of drowning. Yeah, Shuri has a hard life, man. But the others were okay. By the way, Okoye, but at that point was a civilian, and together with Shuri, they're trying to save people, and Nakia as well. And at that point, M'Baku was also there to fight the troops, because he didn't believe Namor existed. Even called him Fishman jokingly. But yeah, when they're just chilling, suddenly attack. Yeah, tried fighting them off, but then they're just extremely strong. Because it was established that they have superhuman strength and whatnot. But after the death of Queen Ramonda and that attack, Talokan, the army, they retreated. Same for Namor. So that allowed Shuri time to engineer a new suit with Shuri. Not just a new suit, that was just like a armor, but also plan how to attack them back. So Riri, being the big genius she is, suggested that since Namor is so connected to the water, and they get the rest of Talokans, especially Namor though, they specifically focus on Namor because he's the strongest. She suggested that the water on his skin is what gives him a lot of strength. So they were designing something that evaporates the water, as well as V2 of Ironheart suit. So they're engineering all of that, as well as Shuri trying to make a synthetic heart-shaped herb, which was burnt down in the first Black Panther. But T'Challa's DNA actually still had a bit of the heart-shaped herbs, also DNA. So she tried getting it, and the success rate was 98.7%, and lucky it was a success. It even gained the power to go to the ancestral plane, which out of all the people she could have met, Eric Killmonger. Yeah, she was pissed off at first, like, how the heck am I so similar to you? But then, Killmonger explained what the heck, why they're so similar and whatnot. And to go as hard as possible to Namor. Because I think he still cared about Wakandans, so that's why he still bothered advising to, Shuri. Yeah, but then Nakia was next to her during that time, same for Riri, but Nakia is the one who knows better. And said, was it a success? But then Shuri lied and said no. But then probably faking, actually she is probably actually still pissed off that it was Eric instead of, like, let's say T'Challa or Queen Ramonda. And she just punched the Dora Milaje suit on a mannequin and went flying into a wall. That's when they know it worked. And just before going with battle Talokan, once again, Nakia asked, who did he see in the dream? I don't know if she answered or not, Shuri, but yeah. Then they're preparing to go next to Talokan somewhere on the ocean, and I guess during that time they also made a vibranium detector again, so that Namor and the rest of his troops would be lured to it. And right above it was the Wakandan ship, which was doing some sonic something to make it so that the people of Talokan, they cannot take the sound waves. Well, eventually they did deactivate it, but during the battle, you know. Oh yeah, by the way, for one thing, forgot to tell. Shuri actually chose Killmonger's suit, which from 2018 somehow they kept it. I think it's T'Challa who actually kept it there. But yeah, she just took the suit, maybe made some modifications, and yeah, she's ready to battle with Namor. Namor was just flying around trying to take out Riri, who was in a new Ironheart suit, and you know the rest of Namor's troops were battling against Wakandan troops as well as M'Baku's troops as well. But they did also retreat to M'Baku's area, you know, because you know a lot of Wakanda was flooded, and it's just a safe house because Namor might have come to attack again. Anyway, back at the battle, you know, they're battling it out. Okoye had a battle with like some other possible general Talokan army, which you know initially he said like, oh you're not worth killing with my blade or whatever the heck. Previously in a bridge battle, in you know when they're being chased by the FBI and whatever not. Yeah, now with an upgraded suit which makes them have superhuman strength and whatever not. Okoye, I think she managed to take him down as well. Yeah, but the real important part was at one point Shuri was Wakandan Quinjet or something. I don't know exactly what you call it, Wakandan jet. And yeah, Namor just came through it and then yeah, just press the button and then it's like, well, you need a glass of water, and it did work. The evaporation did make him weaker. But since he had this weapon with him, he just kept stabbing the engine over and over again until they crash landed on some desert island so that no one would see them. Yeah, they were fighting it out to see who would come out on top. Even though Namor was stronger, Shuri did use her brains, you know, obviously being smart. So at first, just gave a couple of blows and literally ripped off one of the wings off Namor's feet. And yeah, then so that Namor wouldn't be able to fly. They both sustained some heavy blows. Namor stabbing Shuri. Black Panther's heart-shaped herb, she just you know mustered the strength to break this weapon and go to Namor, which was he was struggling to get up because you know he needed water. So I was getting there, you know. Yeah, before Shuri was gonna deliver the final blow because at previously she looked like she wanted to kill Namor at all costs. But after that she was thinking like if she killed Namor, then the people of Talokan and Wakandans are gonna have eternal war. So decided not to and negotiated again. So basically form an alliance to get rid of all the mess that Wakanda made. Not actually, yeah, Wakanda and you know the others made. Yeah, Namor agreed because he also took a bit of explosion damage from something. Yeah, after that he agreed and then asked the people of Talokan to retreat. Then you know everything was going smoothly. I guess they're rebuilding. The Wakandans were rebuilding. Riri was sent back to the US. Oh yeah, Agent Ross was also here. He was captured because he is leaking some secret to the Wakandans. Apparently that's very important. Yeah, so he's arrested and blah blah blah. Okoye came to the rescue and you know ripped the door open and got him out of there. You know, cause also very scared because the suit did look a bit weird, the armor that Okoye had. But yeah, other than that, there's nothing that much for like the movie itself. You know, after that, Shuri did went to visit Nakia in the one place in America, and afterwards also bought the clothes of mourning that she previously didn't want to. That reminded her of T'Challa. That's it for the movie itself. But there's also post-credit scene which continued right afterwards. So yeah, after she bought the clothes, you know, she is a bit sad. So Nakia was introduced, surprise, surprise, her son. So apparently T'Challa and Nakia already had a child, like quite a bit of time ago. Probably a bit before the blip, because apparently he is 5 years old and also named T'Challa, which you know made her very sad. And apparently even Queen Ramonda knew about this as well. Just Shuri who didn't know. Why? I'm not exactly sure about that. But yeah, that's it. for the movie. Okay, let's talk about the good things first. First things first, this is an amazing movie, as I've already established. Like this feeling of like going to war against like Wakandans versus people of Talokan, something similar to Endgame, you know, the battle. Like music was also top tier, by the way. Like especially during the times when the tensions were high, music is so good. Yeah, the battle was amazing. The action scenes were good. The intro was like, bro, like instantly made you depressed. Like didn't even hesitate. Just straight up went to T'Challa's death, and like Shuri, she could have been next to him at least, you know. So she could have listened to T'Challa's final words. By the way, we had never listened to T'Challa's final words. I know they do have some deep faking thing to deep fake Chadwick Boseman, but I think they did think it was disrespectful, obviously. Which honestly, I don't mind, because it is disrespectful to some extent, so good on them for not using that. But yeah, the cinematography, everything was amazing with it, you know, especially the one with Nakia's child, you know, being named T'Challa. So it's a good way to, so in the future they can recast it without, you know, directly recasting him. So it's like his son, so we'll be slowly growing up and slowly recasting. So it's gonna take a couple of years for an adult recasting of, you know, T'Challa, but in that as T'Challa Junior, I guess you could call him. So you guys don't get confused. For the bad things, there's very little bad things, but honestly, Riri was a bit too soon. Not gonna lie, Ironheart they could have just waited for the Disney Plus series, which I think is announced. A bit unnecessary, not gonna lie. Well, it's not exactly unnecessarily, but still, Riri barely did anything. She's just like, you know, she invented. She is She is actually kind of the reason the conflict even started, because even before the movie, the Wakandans didn't even know Talokan existed. Neither did, you know, neither did the people outside Wakanda. Yeah, other than that, this was a good movie. So go check it out, guys. Please go check it out. I spent $10 on this. This is 100% worth it. So go check it out. There's no reason not to. And comment down below whether you want any kind of videos like this. Let's say if I go for another movie, it's not gonna be anytime soon, but comment down below if you want me to review or like to give you my thoughts on the movie. Well, this is my first time doing it, so I might not be the best. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.